Okay, so we're out at the coral pink sand dunes here. Got a time lapse going on in the background there. I got my other camera set up over there. We got some cool trees on top of a sand dune that we're trying to get a picture of, and we'll see how it all transpires. I'd show that, but unfortunately the sun's right on it and you can't see anything. It's pretty bad right now. But hopefully, as the sun goes down and we're getting a few clouds, they might light up, which would be great, and we'll get a nice image here. So we hiked around this trail quite a bit and eventually found this cool little canyon, and I found a really neat composition of a little tree with some yellow leaves on it, kind of coming out of the side of the rock. So set my tripod up, kind of a little precarious, took some shots of it. Fortunately it's really calm in here, so there was no wind involved, but really kind of a cool little scene. So as we were packing up, Sheila came across one last cool scene, and so we decided to go ahead and shoot it. It's pretty cool. It's a little fern in a crack right up there that looks really kind of cool, and so I had to get the longest lens setup I had. I also used a polarizer because it really made the leaves on it really nice and green and took some of the reflection off of the leaves. back to camp, and on the way back it was really cool because everyone was slowing down, and we saw these, we were wondering why they were slowing down, and there were these bighorn sheep right on the side of the road. So kind of cool, pretty cool to see them. Now we're back at camp, it's time for dinner. Good morning, we're out here in Zion again, wandering around looking for some more compositions, kind of scouting out the areas. Sheila found a trail that we're checking out, and we'll see what it all looks like. Well, didn't take us long to find the first shot, and I think it's kind of cool. Nice cottonwood tree with the leaves still on it against the black background. This poor tree looks like it's had a rough life. It's kind of fallen apart, and there's only one branch that still seems to be alive. But pretty cool tree. Hiked up the trail here, found a pretty cool waterfall back here. It's been actually pretty cool. We've had this spot pretty much to ourselves the whole time. Very few people here, and such. A little tricky getting back. A lot of boulder scrambling, and you actually have to crawl under some boulders to get to spots. But it's a pretty neat location. Hiking back out to the van. Came back across one last scene, which is a really cool maple. It's actually the same tree I took a picture of at the very beginning. Cottonwood, I'm sorry. The downside was I had to stand on this kind of funky, hollowed out tree, which is, to be honest with you, really not probably the best thing to stand on. Kind of light, and I was in the more solid areas of it, but getting my tripod set up on it was precarious, to say the least. About back to the van, and we found one really cool spot, so decided to take one last shot. There's these cool cottonwoods with the yellow leaves and grass and stuff around it, so pretty cool. And now it's time to head back to camp and have dinner, I guess. Well, we're on our way back to camp, and spent the day scouting out for a morning shoot, kind of planning out our approach route to it, because it's back in a little ways, and it's kind of a offbeat trail to get there to the location, but it's pretty cool. So we wanted to go and scout it out in the daytime, being tomorrow it'll probably be dark when we're hiking up there. Well, tomorrow we'll be up early, and it'll be our last full day at Zion. Probably just go out for a morning shoot and spend the afternoon hanging out. So until tomorrow. Well, good morning. It's pretty early in the morning here, and it's rather cold, which is kind of why I look like I'm dressed to take a walk on the planet Hoth. Heading out to the spot that Sheila and I scouted out yesterday to take a sunrise shot. So hopefully everything goes smooth, but really glad we pre-scouted this and figured out everything, because hiking around and figuring this stuff out in the dark is not fun. Well, we made it out to the spot that we were at yesterday afternoon, and 0 clouds in the sky, but kind of minimizing that by just really reducing the sky and the composition. Just kind of hoping that the mountains light up with a little bit of light. So now it's just a matter of waiting out the sun. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe.
This is what you look like when you haven't washed your hair for 2 days or 3 days.